Welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. Getting back to story mode today. We have a few choices. We could come up here to visit with Rain's Fall. We also have... My mouse will click. We have Micah in Van Horn. And we also have Sadie down in Saint Denis. But I think today we will head on down to Saint Denis first, and then we'll see what we have time for. We still have some stuff we can do with Hamish and also with Charlotte. So we'll see what we get into. But we have Seneca with us. We're at the camp at Beaver Hollow.
Good morning.
Morning, Arthur.
How's it going?
Micah said he'd take me fishing.
No, you are not going to go fishing with Micah.
Try not to speak to him, okay?
Sure, Uncle Arthur.
Do not go fishing with Micah, kid. That is a bad, bad idea. So, fast travel. Because we are not going to walk all the way down to Saint Denis. Taima and... or no. I forget what Trelawney named his Appaloosa. But Old Boy's the other one. That's John's horse. Hungarian half-bred. Back down to the city. Sorry about the cough. It's a little early for me to be recording. Haven't finished my coffee yet. My voice is still a little froggy. Okay. Bring up our map again and figure out exactly where Sadie is over here in our favorite rat-infested bar. Should probably change outfits too, because bring up the time and temperature, please. There we go. Oh, it's actually kind of chilly in Saint Denis right now. That's okay. We'll leave Arthur in his warm weather outfit. Nothing. You're on the sidewalk. We are fine where we are. We're getting a question mark up here.
Has anyone seen an Englishman called Gavin?
No. Nobody has ever seen Gavin.
Never believe you. That's all.
I'm looking for my mate Gavin.
He has been looking for Gavin for years. Don't you cross that street. I love the background chatter in Saint Denis. You always pick up all these weird little side conversations and disputes.
Don't think the graveyard have you. I heard that all day. Goddamn lunatic.
You bet I am, kid. You're not gonna last. Huh.
Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Sister.
Calderon. Brother Dorkins and I were talking about you just the other day and hoping we would see you again.
How is Brother Dork?
Oh, he's quite well. A little frustrated with the workings of our order. He keeps trying to be sent overseas, you know, do something with more challenge, maybe be a missionary. He's a lovely man.
Sure.
And how are you?
Never better?
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure, Sister.
You know, a long time ago, I was like you.
I very much doubt that.
Oh, no, I did terrible things, awful things. And I could not stop doing terrible things because I did not believe that goodness existed. And then one day, I saw that love did exist. And ever since then, doing bad things became, well, not impossible, but ridiculous.
I guess I'm just hoping for a dignified exit.
I shall pray for you.
Oh, I'm not a religious man, Sister. I'm an outlaw.
Oh, what fun. Religion is just a word. Hearts are rarely pure, but equally they are rarely impure either.
Well, that's an interesting way of putting it.
To me, God is people and people are God. So we must all do what we can. These people are starving. Go find them some food. Don't worry so much about your heart. The actions will lead, and the heart follows. I'll still think of you in very nasty terms. As you wish. Have you anything to spare for the poor?
You know what, Sister? I've got some money on me right now. You can buy some food with this.
Oh, you're so wonderful, Mr. Morgan.
No, that ain't true.
I meant wonderful, but so very frightening. Exactly.
All right.
Consider your good deed done for the day. I won't subject you to any more benevolence.
We'll continue on that line.
Come on, girl.
Now that we are done with that little distraction again, we will go and find Sadie.
The hell's got your dand up?
Just continue crossing the street, buddy. Jeez. People in this city are stupid. They're way too complacent around horses. And traffic. Leave Seneca over there.
Don't you worry about me.
There you are. Here I am. Come on, let's go. Let's go where? And why are you so riled up?
Today is a great day.
A little
Orson.
early to be
Today
drinking
is
by
the day they are
people.
going to hang Colm O'Driscoll.
That's so.
Rather they hang him or I shoot him.
Oh, they are gonna hang him.
Yeah, and not before time.
That boy's been on the gallows more than most. I wouldn't count anything until his neck's broke.
Well, nor would I. Which is why, despite us being wanted men, we're gonna attend the event ourselves.
And follow him onto the scaffold?
Well, let's hope not. But if I could see that son of a bitch breathe his last, I think I'd die a happy man. We are gonna disguise ourselves
In this?
in this.
Back to playing lawman. Poor Arthur is not amused.
Okay.
Come on.
And Sadie is always in gold.
Well, don't we just look the part?
We'll cut through the alley to get to the gallows.
We keep our weapons holstered, our disguises on, and our wits about us.
Mrs. Adler.
I can't even check to see what
might I say,
weapons I have on me.
being a fancy woman of Saint Denis shoots you.
I'd dress up like the Queen of Sheba if it meant seeing that son of a bitch swing.
Colm hung me up. Nearly butchered me. That don't mean I'm comfortable in this woolen coat.
You made it out of that predicament, as I remember, Mr. Morgan. My husband weren't so lucky.
You lost your husband. I lost my darling Annabelle. That poor boy Kieran. We've all lost something because of Colm. And that is why we will shepherd him to eternity.
Amen to that.
Now keep those fingers off those triggers, because we'll need cool heads and calm dispositions to see this done.
I have to wonder if losing Annabelle is what sort of pushed
You gonna keep your
Dutch
coat?
towards cruelty. If maybe before that he was
Oh, so often now.
not so
questioning of yours,
unhinged and in need of Jose's reining in.
You two quit it. We all got a job to do, and we're all in rough agreement about how we're doing it. As far as I can tell.
Exactly.
We'll get it done, all right.
All right then. Come on.
Little instrument
We got a
store.
hanging to
Music
witness.
shop. Oh. Now there's something I
Look
wish
here. Don't the
was
public
part
love
of the
an
game.
execution?
Would be being able to go and buy instruments. Because there are a number of characters who play instruments
All right.
in this game. It would be nice to be able to gift them things.
You see that? Pair
You can
of
upgrade
assholes?
the banjo in camp, but
Combs boys.
Yes,
that's about it.
so.
What a surprise. I'm glad we're here. What are they pointing at?
I don't know. We gotta follow them and find out.
Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody. Stay here.
Don't do nothing.
these two don't act very much like cops.
Go brush that horse, officer.
Yes, sir.
The crowd came to see a show. We don't want to disappoint them.
I guess they did miss their chance to see John swing by his neck.
Hey, you know I wasn't going to let it come to that.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
were.
I don't know what I know no more.
And I guess this isn't the time to question either my decisions or yours. Here and now, Colm O'Driscoll's going to get his due. He's cutting in there.
Back to the art gallery.
Let's go. Quiet.
Hands off the mouse.
What's it look like?
Bunch of cops.
How many?
Enough. So what do you think?
Paul's up on the roof. Once he starts shooting, we have to have our wits about us and move fast.
Yeah, I guess we faced worse than this before.
Sure. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So, they got a guy up on the roof overlooking the gallows. Find a way up there, onto one of these verandas, through a building maybe, and get him. And do it silently.
Well, obviously I'm gonna do it silently. I want to see this bastard swing.
See if we can get up there through the gallery. Always takes me a minute to get up here.
Oh, Arthur, there's a little piece of ladder. Find a way up to the roof and stop it. I'll go back to Mrs. Adler.
Arthur, you're dressed as an officer. You don't need to be breaking an entrance. Don't think we're going to be making it up through the gallery. Never mind. Maybe this way. Ah, yes. Excuse me, madam.
Where are you?
Should have just continued on through. Alright. Walking across rooms. Get up on the peak, Arthur. It's always easier to walk across the peak. When I worked at the summer camp, occasionally when I was on maintenance crew, we had to trim back tree branches from the roofs. And I was usually one of the ones that was selected to do that because I
What's this then?
was tallest
Gun case.
of a lot of our staff members. And
Your boss is gonna swing, I promise. Well, Colm, there goes your escape plan.
Citizens of Saint Denis,
that was easy.
as long as any of us can remember, it is
Well,
justice that separates us from
and now
barbarism.
we get
Yet justice itself can at times
the Carcanon
be
knife.
barbaric. For sometimes a man is so savage, the only way to deal with him justly
Hey,
is
that guy had
by
my hat.
savagery. Colm
That's the sort of hat I wear on the online version.
one such man. He has murdered, tortured, robbed, stolen, raped, and abused for a decade across
Where'd
5
Sadie
states,
go? I
seemingly
don't see
with
her.
impunity.
Oh, she's standing up
Today,
with Dutch.
justice catches up with him.
Stand up, Arthur. You don't have to duck.
I've been a bad man.
Silence!
These charges.
This is not a court where you shall be tried. This is a place where your sentence is to be carried out. And your sentence, Colm O'Driscoll, is that you are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead. This is not a task we take lightly. It is not a task we enjoy. But it is a task we must carry out if our civilization is to prosper. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Colm finally realizing that his end has
Colm
come.
O'Driscoll, may God, in his infinite wisdom, have mercy upon your soul. Whenever you are ready.
Now you know how it feels to watch somebody you love die. You ruined my life!
Okay, let's go. Morgan, you hear us? Take a shot
Yeah.
on these O'Driscolls.
I can't. Alright, now I can. Alright. What else is shit? Hot shot. Ah. I'm out.
I got this. I got a wagon load of them coming on me. Stay with me.
Where are you?
Would you kindly do something about it?
Maybe. I hate that you can't zoom out from the
Fire! All right, we're out. Go, go, go.
yeah, I mean, I can't zoom out to find out where the fire's coming from, which I don't like on these sorts of missions. Happens here, also happens, I forget what the other one is, that we've already done, but there's a third one like this in Van Horn later on. Or is it Van? Yeah, it's Van Horn. I was trying to think if it was Van Horn or Annisburg, but it's definitely Van Horn. Okay. So, Colm O'Driscoll is done. And gone.
How you get on, Arthur?
Well, we saw the bastard hang okay, but no thing ain't gonna save us.
I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
I guess compared to the entire government, in the end, Colm O'Driscoll didn't seem like such a worry.
A letter came for you.
Oh, okay.
I know it's from that Mary.
Mary?
She ain't worth it, Arthur.
Who is?
My dear Arthur, you never showed up. And now, after looking at the newspapers, I understand why. I don't imagine you'll receive this letter, but I, nonetheless, must send it. Arthur. Oh, Arthur. I was just starting to dream the silliest and softest of dreams. I miss you, and I will always miss you. But I cannot live like that. And it seems you cannot live any other way. When I'm with you, the world makes sense. But when we are apart, I see clearly that your world is not a world from which one can escape. I'm so sorry for everything. For everything long ago, and for starting up that business again. There's a good man within you, Arthur, but he is wrestling with a giant. And the giant wins time and again. You've broken my heart again, and I fear I have broken yours. And for that, I will never forgive myself, but you must let me go now. I enclose a ring you gave me many years ago, when we were both young. Not because I don't like it, but because I care for it far too much, and it reminds me too much of you. I hope one day you will find some people in love who can use this, for it kept me thinking of you all these years, and I hope by returning it to you, I can finally be free. Goodbye, Mary.
And that is the end of that. Look at the mission debrief. Yeah. I sucked at that one. What were we doing with Seneca? Oh yeah, I wanted to change outfits, but we'll brush her down first. Anyways, I usually don't allow the dialogue to go through for a lot of Mary's letters, but that one in particular I find important. So, now that we have completed the death of Colm O'Driscoll, we will... Oh, and Eagle Flies has now popped up on the map. That's nice. I think we'll go visit Charlotte.
Okay, my girl.
There was something else I wanted to do in this episode, and I can't remember what it was. Put on outfit 2 again. There we go.
Yep.
Oh, I know what I was gonna do. We'll do a little exploration once we're done with Charlotte, if we can manage it. Probably have some weapons at the ready. Here we go. God, I am low on pistol rounds. Well, not low. I'm just... I'm not used to not restocking them. Yes, that is the wolf man. It's a weird little side investigation, I guess you could call it, but we're not gonna do it this playthrough, I don't think. Unless he's still there with, in the epilogue. But, I don't want to kill his wolves. I don't want to kill his puppies. So we'll just leave it, because me and wolves have not gotten along very well in this playthrough. It's been a while since we've gotten attacked episode after episode after episode, but back at the beginning that was certainly the case. I'm actually surprised it's sunny out right now in Roanoke Ridge. I'm sorry, I should be talking right now, but, I just find this trail a little too short for what I kind of want to discuss this episode. I've been looking at videos and articles talking about, how some of the towns and stuff in Red Dead are thought to be based on some, real-world places in the U.S. And, particularly now that we are on Roanoke Ridge, sort of wanting to discuss... A lot of people don't seem to understand the history of the Appalachians going as deep as they actually do, and their contribution to, the Wild West.
Oh, hey
We'll get
there.
back to that in a moment,
How you feeling,
though.
ma'am?
Much better than I felt in a long time. If we hadn't caught that rabbit, I don't think I'd have made it another day.
Well, you look better.
Better and determined, thanks to you. And if I'm gonna learn to hunt, I figured it was time I learned how to use Cal's gun properly.
And how's that working out for you?
Well, let's just say my prey is looking decidedly unscathed. But the end of labor is to gain leisure. Is that not what Aristotle said?
Well, I don't know much about Aristotle, but, well, I know a thing or two about shooting a gun. Look, you gotta hold steady.
Nice to have an Aristotle reference in a game.
Just focus. Breathe slowly. And always pull the trigger on empty lungs. Here, I'll show you. Okay. Calm and steady. Don't snatch at the trigger.
You make it look so easy.
All right. You try now. Remember to breathe.
Wait to breathe out. Wait to breathe out.
Don't talk through it, just do it.
Would you look at that? I haven't hit one that close all day.
Not bad. Focus on the inhale. Shoot on the exhale. My turn. I'll shoot a few more this time.
Oh no, that wretched rat is back. Over there, you see? It's been a thorn on my side ever since we moved here. Kill it, please.
Alright, where'd he go now? Hello, where'd he go?
It got away. I told
Yeah.
you it was fast. Anyway, my turn.
Says shoot 3 bottles and then,
Come on, come on. Yes! I hit it! I hit it, didn't I?
yes.
What can I I say? Thank you. I still have some of the rabbit left that I salted up. Would you join me for a meal? It's the least I can do.
Sure. And Arthur is finally closing in on fully maxed out high honor. Which honestly I should have hit a long time ago in this game. In this playthrough. But I forgot
Go
that
ahead and take a seat at the table. Food
you
is just about done.
can actually gain honor by catching and releasing fish. I usually keep all the fish I catch because it increases your health stat.
Well, it's good and hot. I hope you enjoy it. You helped me to catch it after all.
And it's raining
Bon
again.
appetit. Please enjoy. And thank you again for everything. I really am grateful.
It was nothing.
You're a good man.
Oh, you don't really know me.
I know enough. There's always more to find in ourselves. You helped me to see that. My husband, Cal, was such an optimist. I found that to be very contagious. But there's a fine line between optimism and naivete. And we were both born with a silver spoon. Banquets, butlers, valets.
Sounds terrible.
It was just so many people, so many things. I was lost in it. I was crushed by it. My father was very overbearing. Then we came out here and I got crushed by this. You know, I pictured myself picking fresh vegetables, sipping homemade wine, writing a great novel. But I turned out to be a far more pathetic anti-heroine than any I could ever pen.
Oh, well. I reckon you're gonna be just fine.
Are you all right? Can I get you some water?
No, I'm fine. I just, thank you for this. I think it's best if I make...
Stay right there. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
My dear Arthur, I have gone out hunting. Not a phrase I thought any pen of mine would ever ink, but nonetheless one I am very proud to finally be able to write. I am so very grateful to you for all the help and encouragement you've given me. There is some money in a box on the nightstand. Please take it. I have far more than I need back in the city, and I'd like you to have it. Please take care, and remain true to the man I know you are.
Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Holy crap. $127.50. I like Charlotte. She's kind of the opposite of me, I guess. I can be quite the cynic. And, I consider myself more of a realist. I certainly do not have the best reputation for optimism. Far from it. But I like Charlotte because she sort of represents what I come across in a lot of people when they think about country life. If they are, you know, if all they know is the city and urban living and have this idealistic concept of nature and environmentalism, and you know, they think, oh, man ruins everything he touches and we just need to let nature do its thing and stop using and abusing it. But and here comes the rain again. Alright, that was a black bear. But truth is, man is part of nature. Everything we do, anything we do, is going to affect it in some way. We can't, you know, live in the world and not affect the world around us. It's impossible to do that. So we have to have more of a hands-on approach in some things. We also need to understand that there's a lot that we don't know about the world and nature and how everything sort of works together. I'm down here for a moment. But, yeah, Charlotte sort of, to me, she represents that naive, arrogant, not purposely arrogant, but just somebody who has this idea, thinks they know something about how the world works, and then once they get into that environment, they discover it's not what they thought it was at all. And I think everyone's guilty of that to some extent. We all have our biases. We all have, you know, our own experiences that sort of dictate how we understand things. And I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So, I want to venture up here. Maybe. Where are we on the map? Might have passed where I was going. I can get over this ridge, maybe. A lot of people, though, in today's world seem to put too much stock on their own experiences and their own viewpoint of the world, or other people's experience and viewpoint of the world, and don't, how do I want to put this? It basically goes back to bias again. In my creative writing class in college, we talked about you can have multiple people at the same event, experience the same event, experience, you know, standing right next to each other and seeing something, and they will have completely different memories of how that event, how that situation played out. And literally, they could be standing there side by side and, you know, interpret a situation in two entirely different ways. So experience is important, and there's always going to be some element of truth to your own experiences versus somebody who hasn't had those experiences. But your experience isn't going to be the end-all be-all of truth, because experience is based in memory, and unless you're I forget what the exact word is for it, but there's certain people that they, you know, whether you call it a photographic memory or, you know, things along that line, where they have, like, they can't forget things and it becomes very tedious for them. But the rest of us, we don't have that kind of memory. We don't interpret the world like that, so there's always going to be flaws in how we remember things. This is where I'm trying to get. No? Might be the next crevice over? I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. Is that, or it's just... Yeah, I think that's right. Because over here's the little... Like, just because it's dark and rainy at the moment. I was going to save this little site for John, but it's one of the ones that respawns. What do we got? Where are you? I hear the wolves. Whatever. I don't want worn cattleman revolvers. Or platinum watch. Gold nugget. Another gold nugget. All right. Yeah, you're nervous. I don't blame you. Where is the howling coming from? Because we would have been attacked by now, but we are way too far from Roanoke Ridge for it to be, the wolves there, or the Wolfman's wolves. Is there a wolf out on the ridge somewhere? Tower? Yeah. There's two of them over there. He's just sitting and howling. All right. Anyways, Now we're being chased. There. Okay. Come on. We weren't going to get out of this episode without getting attacked by wolves after talking about it earlier. Anyways, I didn't get into the history that I wanted to discuss, but that's okay. I guess question for the episode is sort of a real-world question. Do you have any memories that you share with a friend or family member or anyone else that the two of you have completely different recollections of that incident or situation or whatever it is that you're remembering, and it causes you much disagreement? And is it a fond memory? Do you laugh about it? Do you laugh about your disagreement? Or is it frustrating for you? I know it's a lot of times when disagreements over how somebody remembers a situation can cause some tension if it's you know, not a fun or party-like memory or whatever. But anyways, we will finish harvesting these wolves and call it quits for this episode. A little short on time, but we'll make up for it. Trust me, there's gonna be one episode coming up that it's gonna be extra long. I think you know which one I'm talking about, because it just, there's no good transition space. But if you have enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and Seneca, Arthur, and I will be back for the next one. So bye for now.